Inland Sports.
Coach, what do you like about your squad so far in these last couple of weeks and months leading up to kickoff for 2025?
No, it's a good. First of all, thanks for having us, and appreciate you spending some time with us. But I just I like the group. They come in with a chip on their shoulder. They have a lot they want to, prove. They're a very humble group, and very grateful group. They're blessed to be here. The culture is strong, and I think. It's a true testament of the previous coaching staff. They did a really good job of creating a good culture here, and we just continue to do those right things. And I'm enjoying coming to work every single day to get to see them.
All right, Coach. I know it's year number 1 at UC Riverside for you, but you've had other head coaching stops. How do you feel like those other coaching positions you had are going to benefit you here with the Highlanders? Some of the experiences, some of the things you've been able to do as a head coach. How can you draw from those to make sure that this year's team is going to be ready to go?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think it's made me a better coach overall. Some highs, winning a lot of games, some lows, starting a program from scratch in a Power 5 was very, very challenging, but it made me a better coach in terms of the big picture and seeing things from the big picture. I think I learned a lot between both, and I'm excited to share those experiences and what I've gained in terms of the values and what we can do to make something special here at UCR.
Coach, let's do a little name dropping. Who were some of the players? I know you can't list everyone on the roster, but maybe some captains or, some seniors. Who's going to stand out, you think, for UCR this upcoming season?
Oh, man. From the returner standpoint, I think we have a handful of players. It's going to be, I think we have talent by committee here. I don't really necessarily think we have one standout. I think it's going to be a group effort. But if I had to pick some players that will be consistently helping us and make impact, I would say Sanaa, Macy, Selena with her experience, Spencer with her experience. So some of these returners, they've got some good experience. Like I said, they got a big chip on their shoulder. They want to compete at the Big West level, and I think you're starting to see it here early on in training.
And Coach, where do you think like a strength on this year's team lies? Maybe overall, like the defense, the offense, the goalkeeping, a combination of both. I mean, like where would you say the strength is on this year's team?
I mean, we just got done with training today, and our staff just got together, and we felt like we just have a lot more depth than we've had in the past in all positions. So we don't have to necessarily rely on a key component or key player. I just feel like it's more of a team that's ready to compete together and at every position with depth. We have players that can step in and change the game for us if we need it. So I think we got good balance, but we'll find out. I mean, we haven't played a game. This has all been training, but I think we have a good start going here.
All right, Coach Dabini, let me jump over to Coach Capello on the men's side. What's up, Coach Capello? How's it going?
Great, Pep. How you doing, man?
Man, it's good to see you again. Listen, you know what it takes to win a Big West Conference title. You know what it takes to punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament. How do you see your squad right now leading up to that first match of the season? Do you like what you see? Do you feel like this could be a special group?
Yeah, what I like the most about this group is it's hungry. Like you said, we've had success in the past. But this group itself, these guys are, eager for their time, right? And they're putting in a lot of work over the summer. Been really close contact with our captains over the summer just to get a vibe of what, their leadership style's been with their teammates when they've been away and how they've been staying engaged with them. And I think they've done a great job keeping guys motivated, keeping guys on track. I think we've got a lot of self-starters within this team, which is exciting. So once we get our hands on them next week, once we're officially on the field and preseason kicks off, I think the guys will be ready for the work that's going to be necessary to hopefully, live up to those goals that they have.
Speaking of goals, Coach, from year to year, do you feel like your expectation, your goal for the program remains the same? Like we're talking about conference championships and NCAA and all those sorts of good things. Like, is your expectation the same?
Yeah, our expectation is always just to be the best we can, right? And in that is, show up to training every single day and work and earn it. We always talk about earn, not given. So make sure that every single day is one that we take advantage of. And I think if we do that, then that sets us up for every single day of competition. When we go up against an opponent, we just want to go 1-0 that day, right? And if we can go 1-0 that day consecutively over the season and specifically at the right times of the season, then we give ourselves a shot to win a trophy and build those memories that every team's striving for. But it all starts in training. So I think these guys they know they got to show up every single day and earn it.
Coach, is there anyone on your roster you'd like to single out, or maybe a team strength this year? Like if there's something you're really excited about or a player you're excited about?
Again, I think that the team itself, similar to Mike, it's going to be a collective unit this year. I will say our captain, Jackson D'Alessandro, has been fantastic. He's going into his third year, and he's the type of guy that just leads by example. He's soft-spoken. He's not the one that's going to get up in your grill and call you out a whole lot. But if he asks you to do something, there's no doubt in any of his teammates' minds that like he's doing it himself, right? And that's the type of captain and leader that we have within this group. And I think as he goes, the whole team's going to go this year.
Coach, when you look at your schedules, there's something exciting about it. I don't know if you guys have, some critical home matches you feel like could be signature games for you guys, or potentially signature games, or Big West is always tough, man. Big West is awesome for men's soccer. But is there anything about your schedule that you feel like is maybe a little different or unique this season?
Yeah, I think the best thing is that we're home. We have the most home games we have ever had as a program this season. So virtually the entire month of September, we're at home, which typically isn't the case. So it's before school starts, before classes are in session. There's not as much student body here on campus. So we really want to make an effort to get out in the community, encourage local soccer teams, schools, youth organizations, families to come out and watch. It's a great environment here. It's really fun. It's affordable. It's high level sporting environment. So we really want to see the Riverside community and the Inland Empire community come out and support us. We were out at a great event yesterday that the Empire Strikers were putting on up in Fontana. They had this free soccer clinic, and we were out volunteering some of our time to help support them. So hopefully, having partnerships like that in the community, we can get the soccer world, excited for this fall.
That's awesome. All right, Coach Capello and Coach Dabini, I'm going to ask you guys the same question to wrap this up. And Coach Capello, I'll start with you first since you're on camera right now. I just want you to finish this sentence. In order for UCR to challenge for a Big West Conference title, the Highlanders must blank. So, Coach Capello, I'll start with you first. What do the Highlanders must do this year?
We must be resilient and we must be unified. It's going to be tough along the way. And if we're not mentally tough enough to ride the ups and the downs and the nuances of the game and all the things that maybe we can't necessarily control, but we can control ourselves, then that gives us a chance.
All right, one quick follow-up with you, Coach Capello. So physically, I'm sure you have some very talented players on the roster, but how do you make sure mentally they're in the right space to, like you said, be resilient, stay focused when things aren't going your way, to stay dialed in and be coachable? Like, how do you make that happen?
Yeah, we've got to be intentional with it. We worked on a lot of stuff this spring. We utilized a thing called Soccer Resilience, which is like a mental training platform. I think Mike has it within his program as well. And we just use other ways that we can kind of help shape and mold the mental side of these athletes as they're pursuing, the highest level of their sport. So it's not easy, right, to unlock somebody psychologically. But we definitely make an intention of trying to build our guys up the best we can so they're prepared for those things.
That's awesome. I love that. Coach Capello, thank you so much. Coach Dabini, you still there with us too?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, see, you already heard the question, so you could already be brainstorming on that one. But in order for UCR women's soccer to compete for a Big West Conference title, the Highlanders must what?
I would say compete to win with resiliency, grit, have high character, be coachable, and come into every single training session and every single day understanding that what it's going to take for us to build on our identity as we continue to create our identity. So just buy into the identity.
Well, Coach, for both of you guys, man, the season is right around the corner now. I'm sure you guys feel like it's all gas, no brakes at this point to get to that first game, and here we go right into the season. Coach Dabini, Coach Capello, thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. Nothing but the best this upcoming season, guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate everything you do, man.
Inland Sports.